Hey, what's up guys? Radku here, back with another Yu-Gi-Oh video, and today is going to be an update to Igknight Infernoble. Okay, look, I'm sorry. I know I said I was gonna post it yesterday in my comment, but it's like, stuff came up, okay? Leave me alone, okay? But blah. Anyway, today is going to be an update to Igknight Infernoble. So this deck is extremely consistent, even at a 40 or even at a 60 card list. This deck has so many combo pieces, and opening up 5 Igknight cards is full combo, which is just insane. So without further ado, let's jump right into the deck. Starting things off, I played 3 copies of all the Igknights. Pretty standard for this kind of list. The Igknights all have the same effect, where if you have another Igknight card in your Pendulum Zone, you can destroy both cards in the Pendulum Zone and add a Fire Warrior. Infernoble is the perfect deck to abuse this in, so all of them have the same effect. Now keep in mind that this deck abuses Isold better than any other deck, because the thing is that you searching off of Isold allows you to still use them as pendulum scales, because the thing is that you can't summon monsters or activate their monster effects, which is how this deck abuses the Igknight so well, because getting that search and then having the ability to get more searches is just insane. So I play all of the 3 of all the good Igknight cards. So then for the non-pendulums, I played 1 copy of Gearfried. I honestly want to bump this up to 2. This card is that good. It is really good. I played 3 copies of Renaud. I actually kind of want to bump this down to 2, because even though it does help you play through hand traps, the fact is that this card, you need specific cards on the field in order to do the combo. So it's kind of situational, but it's still a really good card, and I really can't think of cutting this down. I played 3 copies of Oliver. This card is insane. This card is probably one of your best cards in the entire deck. It's an extender. It can be a starter depending on what other cards you have in your hand, and the fact that it's a tuner allows you to skip certain steps in your combo, playing around stuff like Nibiru. Then I played 1 copy of Ogier. This card is technically a starter card, but it's not very good. So really, I mainly just keep it in the deck so that at the end of the turn, I can just equip it with Oliver, and then I'll have Oliver be unable to be destroyed by battle, or unable to be destroyed by card effect, and then have the soft lock with Metal Silver and Oliver. I played 3 copies of Sublimation Knight, as well as the 1 copy of Squeak Knight. The reason I played this over the Connector engine is 1, because it's searchable off of the Igknight cards, easy way into Isolde. But also, this card is good because you can actually pendulum summon this out and then still get the equip, but you have to normal summon Neospace Connector. So the thing is that this allows you to use this a lot better in this variant of the deck, and that's why I like it. I played 1 copy of Fire Flint Lady. The reason I played 1 copy, even though it might seem weird, is because this card definitely is really good, but the thing is that it's so searchable that if you need an extender in a pinch, you can easily search it. That's why I only play 1. I would like to play 2, but honestly, it would kind of hurt the consistency a little bit. For the bricks, I play 1 copy of 001, 2 copies of Colt Wing, and 1 copy of Genba. The reason I do this is because what you can do is you can go through your normal Hulk combos, but then, like, let's say you hard draw into Colt Wing. The issue is that usually you want to have 1 in the deck, but the thing is that this deck can make use of 1 in the hand and in the graveyard, because you can easily pendulum summon them out because they fit between the scales. So the thing is that this card is not a brick in hand, and it allows you to keep playing even with the card in your hand. I know there are other combo routes that allow you to keep playing even with it in your hand, but this deck actually plays a lot better than most other decks would with this card in hand. So that's why I play 2, because this card actually does not brick, and if you hard draw 1 of them, you can use the effect to of Auroradon to summon it from deck, and then you can use its effect again when you pendulum summon it to be able to abuse it yet again. So that's why I play 2 copies of this. You could easily cut it down to 1, but the thing is that I just really like this card at 2. Then I play 1 copy again, but this is in case you draw into like all of your targets to send. You can send 2 of these on top of the fact that you can send it off of Shooting Riser Dragon to change its level to allow for the old combo. So then for the spells, I play 1 Rhoda, literally searches everything. 3 copies of Heritage of the Chalice. This searches all your Infernobles, which is really good. I play 3 copies of Summoner Art. The more you can get into your Igknight cards, the better your plays are going to be. I played 2 copies of Painful Decision. I decided to cut this down so that I could play 1 copy of Cult Wing. Even though it does alter consistency, it doesn't actually change a ton about the deck. So honestly, you could easily bump the Cult Wing back down to 1 in place of 3 Painful Decision, but I actually prefer the 2 Cult Wing. I play 3 copies of Durandal. This card is just pure consistency. I play 3 copies of DDR. This card allows for hand loops, which is really insane. It allows you to easily abuse Omega, and this card is an amazing extender in tandem with Divine Sword Phoenix Blade, because this can allow you to basically get infinite extenders, which is really crazy. I played 2 copies of Live in Fossil, because hard drawing this is also pretty good, on top of the fact that just another target to send off of Isolde. And these are the 2 that you don't want to draw, the Metal Silver and the Phoenix Blade, because you want Phoenix Blade engraved, but you can easily search the DDR to force discard either of them. So honestly, like, hard drawing into any of them isn't really an issue. So that's it for the main deck. Going into the extra deck, I played 2 copies of Isolde, 1 copy of Hulk, and 1 copy of Auroradon. I honestly want to play more copies of Hulk and Auroradon, but it's just not really going to work in this deck because of how tight the extra deck is. I played 2 copies of Herald of the Arclight. This contributes to your end board. So your end board could end up being like about 3 Omni Negates, Charles with the soft lock, and then your the Gearfried with the 1 negate. But the thing is that if you don't want to go that combo route, you can easily just hand loop your opponent a crap ton and then just ignore that. I played 2 copies of Power Tool. This card is super good in this deck. Literally, you just reveal 3 DDR, then if you hard drew 1, you just reveal DDR and Living Fossil. Either way, you still get back advantage, and it allows you to continue to fuel your engine. I play 1 copy of Boral Savage. This card's really good. 1 copy of Balmung, because this card allows you to abuse Cult Wing. I play 1 copy of Charles, because this allows you to pop Balmung, as well as the fact that it equips from deck, just making this card a beast of a boss monster. I play 1 copy of Shooting Riser. This card is pretty important to your combo. I play 1 copy of Cyframe Lord Omega, because you kind of need to play it in order to hand loop. 1 copy of Roland, because this card is also pretty good. However, this only comes up in certain situations, so honestly, it's debatable whether you could cut this or not, but I actually do really like Roland at 1. And then I play the 1 copy of Dracosac, because this card allows you to summon tokens, which allows you to summon back 001. It allows you to pop cards, which allows you to pop your Balmung, and it allows you to easily abuse your deck. So that is it for the deck. Let's go into some combos. So this is the first combo. This is the one that I showed off last time, where it ends on a huge board with the soft lock and basically an unbeatable Charles. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So 5 Igknight cards, Pen Summon, you can go into Isolde effect, you get to add an Igknight card. Now keep in mind you can still use these pendulum effects because they can't use their monster effects. Now Isolde dump cards, summon this. Now keep in mind the most important part is you want to dump the Metal Silver and the Phoenix Blade, because that allows you to continue your combo, as well as the fact that you like to dump your Living Fossil as well. So summon Hulk summon the Desk Bot, then Link for Auroradon, I misclicked there. Auroradon, summon the tokens, then summon the 001, go into Balmung. I searched the Renaud prematurely, but it doesn't matter. Remove, summon the Coltling, then 001, summon back, summon the Riser, dump Genba, Synchro Charles. Keep in mind that the levels of Shooting Riser was altered so that we could actually summon this. Use the effect of Phoenix Blade, banish 2 so we can get an equip to Charles. Equip it to Charles, pop the Balmung, then use the effect of Balmung, summon back the Coltwing and 2 tokens. Then you can use the effect of 001, summon back, then Synchro for the Herald. Now you're Nibiru proof. Use the effect of Renaud since you control Charles. Then you can Synchro 8 for, add back the Living Fossil, then Synchro 8 for the Boral Savage, equip the Halqifibrax. Then you can activate Living Fossil, summoning back Deskbot. And keep in mind I played 3 copies of DDR, so you can easily get this back if need be. Then you can Synchro for the Herald, then activate your Ignites, search the Gearfried. Gearfried effect, you banish the Phoenix Blade. I just sent it to the grave by accident. Then you can equip the Oliver, equip the Metal Silver, and equip the Ogier from deck. Now you have access code potential, 1, 2, 3, 4 negates, and a soft lock, as well as an unbeatable Charles that at this point is basically a gigantic beat stick. This card is insane, honestly. But now you have an easy OTK. You have a board that almost no deck can play through. Like, this is pendulum levels of negates, and keep in mind, it's a pendulum deck. But that is it for combo number 1. Let's go into the next one. Okay, so this next combo is another 5 Ignite card combo. This will end on looping 3 cards from your opponent's hand, having 1 monster negate, and then having 1 more Omni negate. So, activate the Ignites, pen summon, summon the Isolde, Isolde effect, add the Margrave, then use the effect of Isolde, dump the 4 you usually do, summon Oliver, Hulk effect, summon the 001, Link for Auroradon, now summon back the 001, Synchro for Power Tool effect, reveal 3 DDRs. Then you can add 1. Then you can use the effect of Auroradon, summon, attribute itself and the Power Tool to summon the Coltwing effect, summon 2. Then you use the effect of 001, summon back. Synchro 7 for Power Tool effect will resolve, allowing you to usually add a DDR, but if you don't, it's still fine. So the Coltwing's level is level 7 because of the token. Then you can overlay, go into Draco Sack, detach 1 Draco Sack, summon 2 tokens, use the effect of 001, summon back, Synchro for the Balmung, then use the effect of Draco Sack, tribute 1, destroy the Balmung, then summon back the Coltwing. Use the effect, summon 2, then use the effect of 001, summon back, then Synchro for the Shooting Riser. I misclicked here, sent the wrong card. Then you actually dump the Genba, so that way it's level 4 now. Then you wait, no, sorry, level 5. I'm an idiot. Synchro for the Cyframe Lord Omega. Use the effect of Omega, banish loop 1. Use the effect of Phoenix Blade, banish the Isolde and the Oliver, add it back. Activate DDR, discard the Phoenix Blade, summon back the Omega. Use the effect of Omega, banish, summon the, loop 2. Then use the effect of Phoenix Blade, add back to hand. Activate DDR, discard the Phoenix Blade, summon back the Omega. Then you can loop for 3. Now the reason you can't loop for any more in this combo is because you don't have a way of searching out that last DDR, as well as the fact that you do not play the Neo Space engine in this deck, because it just doesn't work with this deck. So the thing is that now you can't use Aqua Dolphin to continue to loop, but still, this is still pretty good, being able to loop for 3, putting your opponent at a huge card disadvantage. Then you can use the effect of the Ignites, add an Oliver. Since you have a normal summon this combo, normal normal summon the Oliver. Synchro for the Boral Savage. You can equip the Auroradon. Now you have 3 potential negates. Use the effect of the Igknights. Return to extra. Search the Gearfried. Gearfried effect. Banish the Durandal. Really, you can banish anything. Then you can use the effect. Then you can actually not use the effect of Phoenix Blade because I'm an idiot. You can actually equip the Oliver to it, which is something that I forgot to do, but usually you'll just go equip the Oliver. Then now you have an untargetable Gearfried. You have Dracosack for follow-up next turn, super easy follow-up as a matter of fact. You have the Boral Savage with the negates, and you can just get rid of the Auroradon equipped to the Boral so that it doesn't have the attack gain, but it still keeps the counters. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the deck. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, let me know what you thought, and let me know if there's anything you would change about this. As you all know, I can't make a combo video without screwing it up, so tell me what I did wrong down in the comments. And that is pretty much it, and I'll see you in the next Yu-Gi-Oh video. Peace, guys.